Hello there guys, welcome back to another stream. How are you all doing? My name's Mike, aka Decimal Punks. Sorry about that cough. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I've done some game dev. I've been quite busy since I submitted all of my projects end of April. Got the grades I wanted, very happy with them. So yeah, I've been busy with work and life, and I was going to have a pop at making a bullet hell in Unity, but I've been playing a bit, last few days, quite a bit of Age of Empires 2. I love RTSs, I love like Age of Empires, Command and Conquer, all those kind of things. So I wanted to have a pop at basically making one myself. So that's what we're gonna do. So first off, we're gonna get rid of the cloud because we don't need cloud. I've put the I've put the quality down to I'll put the quality to medium because there's no, but actually to be fair, we'll just have it on medium. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all of this. We don't need nav mesh bounds. Was it P for nav mesh or R? Yeah, it was P. Right. So basically, we're in a top-down project. So if I simulate, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we've got a character. The camera follows the character, but what we want... So we're also in Unreal 5.7.4, I think. So yeah, what we're going to do is... we're going to have a look at the projects. I've not actually done an RTS before. I've played loads myself, so I know how the game mechanics work. So what we need to do then is we need to basically not have the camera locked to the player. So I think for the purpose of this, I'm just trying to think what to do first. If we figure out how we can zoom in and out the mouse based on the wheel movement. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this. What is that? It's just a floor, isn't it? Is that just a plane? Let's get rid of all this shite. We'll leave the nav mesh in there. Get rid of all these cylinders. Don't need those ramps either. There we go. Save and play. Okay, so we can hold the mouse and you can see he won't go past because the nav mesh is out there, so it must be querying the thing. Now what I did in one of my my space game project was I did a lot of work with behavior trees. So I'm thinking we could use a behavior tree to handle the the AI. Now, there's also the thing about pathfinding. So, I think there is something, when I was looking up about the custom areas in my space game, confining robots to certain areas, on the official documentation from Unreal, I did see something about crowding. So if you had multiple agents and they're trying to get to one spot, they would adjust and move around to get access to that. So I will look that up offline, off stream, sorry. Right, so what we want to do, let's have a look in the blueprint. I don't think, what is that? Nav mesh bounds here, we need to keep that there. Let's have a look. Colorway. Standalone. What is this? Okay. Gamepad and mouse. On released, if input wasn't held, if input wasn't held, try to move the possessed character to location under cursor. Get location under cursor. Ah, okay. So that's a function, is it? Get location under cursor. Oh, that's a function. Get unit direction. FX cursor. Sorry guys, I'm just okay. So that just basically gives feedback then. I want to have a look at this one. Get location under cursor. Get hit result. Performs a collision query under the mouse cursor. Okay. There is nothing in the character. Nothing at all. Let's have a look at the camera. Where's the... Ah, okay. Alright, so the camera's all the way up there. Okay. Camera. Perspective. Projection mode. Perspective. Orthographic. Surely it would be orthographic. That's... Have they changed the mannequin? It looks different. Okay. Sorry, you guys are like, what are you doing? I'm just dicking around. Right, so what we want to do is we're going to want a camera that we can control that doesn't follow the character like it is doing. You can see here at the moment we're getting that feedback. Right, Jesus, if we go to what are we doing first, mate? What are we doing first? We want to sort the camera out. Camera actor. An actor that can run. There isn't a camera in the level at the moment, so if we just put that there, and then no, do -90. Oh. So why am I not seeing it? Why is it? I'm doing the bloody rotation. What a numpty. Okay, so it's not. It's gonna be tricky, isn't it? Because we need to move. We need a camera that isn't locked to the unit. We need a free camera. I would say player 0. There we go. That's better, isn't it? Okay. Alright, good. If we do orthographic, how does that look? If we did 45. And then oh, that's cool. That's what we want, orthographic. Okay, so we've now got a camera but what we want to do is we want to be able to move our camera, so we want to be able to kind of move around. We also want to lock it to screen, because at the moment okay. Okay. So if I go into this character, I guess we can get rid of that. Right, so we want to lock the camera to screen. I know there's going to be some work here, guys, because when we create multiple things, Jesus. Like I say, I've not made an RTS before, so this is all new to me, so it's kind of learning as I go. I guess what we could do... Right. It's still fucking... I can still go off my monitor. Hey Wall, welcome to the stream, bro. Valid player controller. Okay. How you doing, Wall? You good? Let's have a look here. AI controller. Is there a controller folder then? I'm just gonna plug that in there. Yeah, there we go. Right, we're locked to screen. Oh. What did I just do there? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, that's doing what we need it to do. We're locking hide cursor during capture. No, we don't. Okay, right, so you can see our cursor there. I'm moving it to the edge of the screen. I can't go onto my other monitor. It is locked to the viewport there. And oh, I see. Lock during capture. Okay, it's hiding it. Right. Can you see that when I click? If I left click, it does what it needs to do, but if I hold, it disappears. Right, so we don't want to do that. We want to uncheck that. There we go. Okay. So what we're going to do, what I'm doing at the moment is I'm setting up the project. I'm playing around at the moment, getting the camera set up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have like a base where the character will take resources back to. So what we're going to do is what we're going to do, we're going to use temporary objects, just spheres, give them a colour, just so we can get the functionality going, and then I will model stuff on a separate stream for this project. Okay. Right, so we've got our AI moving to where we click. What we now need to do is we need to basically move. When we move, if we move like up, down, left, right, we need to move the camera. So I think I know how to do this, guys. So what we're going to do is I'm just wondering, actually, get the camera actor. Top down character. So I don't know if it should be in here, you know. Respawn player store the class first because we're using this across all variants. Under finger. Touch. Oh, we're not doing touch. Okay. Hey Binary, welcome to the stream, bro. Sorry I haven't done any game dev for about a month. I finished all my uni work end of April and I've had a lot of real life work and jobs and just adulting, so I've had a bit of a break from the game dev. I've been getting a bit of R&R in. So that's why I haven't been streaming any game dev. It was quite full on this second trimester, so yeah, but I'm back and we're basically, I want to make an RTS I want to play around with it. I've done quite a few different game projects, and I just fancy trying something that I've got a passion for and just learning how to do it, basically. I think it'd be quite fun. But thank you for joining me. I hope you've been keeping well. So what we've got at the moment is I've removed the camera and the spring arm from this character, and I've basically placed a camera actor in the scene with an orthographic view, so it's got that typical kind of isometric look that you would get from like Age of Empires or Command and Conquer. So we're going to go for an orthographic look. What do I want to do though? What we need to do is we need to get the mouse, the camera to move, and we want to be able to control the camera. So I just don't know whether to do it in the controller or in the top-down character, because this character is actually why is that not? Why is F not? There we go. They've changed have they changed the mannequin? It looks different. I am in 5.7.4. That looks different. That's definitely different, isn't it, guys? Now, when this is spawned in the world, this is being controlled by AI. The controller is the AI controller. It's not by the player. So I don't know. On that basis, I'm a bit hesitant. Like, it doesn't feel right to do all the code in here, because this is for this thing. We're also going to be utilising behaviour trees, guys. My space game I did a lot of work with behaviour trees, so we will be implementing behaviour trees to control the units. On the basis that this character is controlled by AI, I feel it's best to do it in the top-down controller, but I'm not sure. This is my first time kind of making an RTS, so I'm a little bit uncertain, to say the least. What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to get the cursor. Returns to distance the mount. No, we don't want that. We want to get the cursor's position on the screen. Get current mouse cursor. Can we get get cursor delta? That doesn't seem right. Returns to distance the mouse travelled since the last event. That doesn't seem right. Get location under cursor. Now that doesn't seem right either, because that's going to be the real world location, isn't it? I know that's exactly what it's going to do. I know it's going to do that. Is there an event tick? So what we want to do is we want to find out, because you see here when I'm going up, down, left, right, we want to get the position here. So then what I'm going to do is when the mouse goes past a certain point, we're going to move the camera actor and I believe that's on the pixel position the cursor is on the screen, not the actual world space. I'm just looking to see if there's an event tick. I don't think there is. So what we're going to do, just so we can see what's going on, we're just going to do that. Okay, so you can see here, I'm not moving the mouse. When I move it, it's getting the real world position. Okay. Okay. So that's not what we need. What we need is get cursor. It has to be get cursor delta. I don't think that's right. Read the variable. I'm going to query this with AI because I don't know what function I need to be searching for here. I'm not using AI to give me code. I'm just asking it what function I need to look for. Fucking hell. Get mouse position. Of course. Of course it's that. Viewport. Gets the platforms. Gets the platform's mouse. This is the absolute desktop location of the mouse. Interesting. Retrieves the X and Y screen coordinates of the mouse cursor. Okay. Target is player controller. That might not work. Oh, it might do actually. So what we'll do is we'll unplug that one. We'll leave this here because that might be quite handy further down the line. So what we're going to need to do is append we'll just do a space in there, and then we'll put that one in there, that one in there. Okay, so that's 1-1. So 1080, 1920, 1080. Obviously this isn't full 1920, 1080 guys, because we're playing in the viewport, so you can see there it's 1-1 there. If I go to the bottom, that should be 1080, but it's coming in as 992. And that's 1903 when that should be 1920. Yeah, okay. So how is this going to work? Because everyone's going to have a different... They're going to have a different... fucking hell. They're going to have different resolution. Like, people are going to have different monitors with different resolutions. So... we need to kind of say, like, the center of the screen is like, the point. I wonder how I'm going to do this. Because if I start putting in the logic that, you know, if this is... I know what I'm trying to think. My brain's trying to process what to do. We need to basically somehow say, we need to define and say the middle of the screen is kind of like world center. If the mouse moves greater than certain distance left, then we move the camera actor left. Same for, like, basically northeast, southwest. So we need to somehow get the resolution, I guess, and then fucking hell. If anyone's watching, if has anyone that's watching that is in game dev in some manner, have you done an RTS before? I'm guessing there's not going to be too many of you that may have. How are we going to do this then? We need to basically... And the thing is, if I do the code in here and it shouldn't actually be in here, we can always move the code elsewhere. Because if I set this up, if other people that play it have a different resolution, it's just going to mess it up. We need to define the center of the screen. So at the moment, if we say that's the middle of the screen, what is that? Hold on. X and Y. 1920 by 1080. X and Y. 1920, 1080. Well, it's going to be half, isn't it? 1920, 1080. 1920. It is literally half. Because that's roughly the middle of the screen. Half of 1080 is 540. And then the 949, that's, well, it's almost 1920. You might want the viewport size or the size of whichever widget you're clicking and calculate a normalized range so that 0 is center. -1 is all the way left, 1 is all the way right. So, thank you for that comment, Binary. So, obviously, if the game was built as an executable, someone downloaded the game, whatever screen size they have, whether that's like a curved 4K monitor, whatever, that viewport is still, that code, that logic's still gonna function, isn't it? Calculate a normalized range. I don't think I've done a normalized range before. So viewport size then, okay. Get viewport size. Gets the size of the game viewport. Target is widget layout library. Okay. I feel this is still relevant though, because we're still gonna because we need to find out if the mouse has moved from a position. So let's just copy that. And do that, and then oh, okay, right. So that is literally just showing the size. So it's 1905 by 0994, because we're not true full screen, because we're obviously in simulation mode. Okay, so normalize. So to normalize that then, this isn't something I've done. Normalize vector, get normalize 2D, Z is set to 0. Well, there isn't a Z, it's just X and Y. Normalize this vector in minus place. Rotator, quaternion, normalized to range. Returns value normalized to the given range, e.g. 20 normalized to the range 10 to 50 result. So would it be normalized to range? 0 to 1. So would it be the float then? Because this is obviously a float variable. Normalized to range. So if we had what, minus 0, just 0 to 1. 0 to 1. Would it not make sense to have it as -1 and +1. So then 0, 0 would be true dead center of the screen, wouldn't it? I would have thought. It would make sense for me to have it as -1 to 1. Or else I'm not... Do you know what I mean? A remap node. Remap? I've not used a remap, dude. What does that do? You're chucking me into unknown depths. Let's just see if this works. Let's get this. And we're gonna see if this does something. Hold on. Get viewport size. No. I don't think... No. So that's still... It's done something because that was a larger number, I think. If we unplug that. You see that value? That value is 1905,994. 1905,994. 1905,994. 1905,994. It's basically half that. So it isn't. That's just basically halved the viewport size, I think. Let's see what happens if we put in a 0. Normalized to range. I'm not sure if... Oh, let me read your comments. The max of that normalized node needs to be the viewport size, width and height. The max of that normalized. So, hold on. So, get the mouse position X divided by the viewport size width, which is, the width is X. Okay. Alright, let's give that a go then. So we still need to normalize it, don't we? So, okay, let's... Okay. No. No, no! Don't normalize. Okay. Right, so divide that x by that, and then what we'll do is we'll unplug that. We'll move this down here and straighten that up because that's annoying, and then plug the y into that divided by that. Okay, so yeah, that's, so basically half and half, 0.5 is basically dead center. Yeah? So you can see at the moment there, if I move to the left, it's basically like 0. If I move to the right, it's almost 1. So we need to basically okay, so if the mouse is, this is going to be really weird, isn't it? We need to basically say it's, how are we going to do this? If we divided it into quarters, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if we said, if it's about there, if it's less than 0.25, then we move the camera actor. Okay. Okay. Let me have a sip of my coffee. I need a bigger coffee cup, guys. Okay. So, right, so we know this part is doing what we need it to do. I mean, technically, we could promote that to a variable. We could promote that and that to a variable, because the x is left to right and the y is up and down. So let's do that. If we promote that to a variable, and call that mouse pos x, and then Okay. Oh no! Hold on a minute, why is that? You silly bugger. It does need to be on event tick. Because we need to constantly kind of get that updated, so welcome to the stream, guys. There we go. Alright, so we've basically got 0, 0, 1. That's basically 1, 1. And then that's 1, 0. So 0 to 1 is the left and right. So 0.5, 0.5 is dead center. This is going to be tricky, isn't it? So we basically need to say to the system, we need to get the thing and then move. I'm just wondering, should I make a blueprint of the camera actor? Should we make a blueprint of a camera actor, because we want to move the camera, because at the moment I've just got a camera actor in the scene. It feels like if I actually had a blueprint of the camera actor, that might be a bit better, because then I can put in the logic there for, you know, if like you want the camera to follow the mouse cursor if I'm gonna do that, guys. We're gonna call this BP. I'm just gonna call it BP camera. Okay. So at the moment it's that. So what I need to do is if we look at this one here, if we scroll down, auto activate for player 0. So if we click on here, there we go, auto player activation, player 0. And now what we can do is we can copy these settings here. Um, 500. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to copy that. Get rid of that one. And then drop in my one. Hey! Okay. Okay, progress. We're making progress, guys. Okay. Right, so hold on. Why is there two top-down characters? Oh, it's not. One is person, one's control, one's game mode. Okay. Alright, so we've got our camera in here. I don't really want to cast to the top-down controller. I mean, we could make a reference to it and then, I guess, do that. And then we can just get the variable from there. Why not? Okay, so event begin play. You want to get controller. Player controller. Not sure if that's going to work. If we do that, let's see if we can work. We want to get those. That's not the right thing. We don't want the controller. We want the, what is that? Player controller, parent class, player controller. Why is that not working? Oh, for fuck's sake. I've done the wrong thing here, haven't I? No, you want to cast to player controller. Get mouse. That's not right, is it? Why is it not reading those variables? Get player controller. Bro, why is it not getting my variables that I've... They're on there. We're going into this... Am I having a blonde moment? I mean, it is 20 past 2 in the morning. I'm not tired. Okay. Good idea. Top-down controller. Well done, bro. Well done, bro. You done it. And then that is going to be the player controller. That will go into there, I believe. We'll find out when we simulate. Yeah, perfect. If we promote that to reference then, and call this no errors, that's a good sign. Okay. Right, so now that we've got that, I can do this and should be able to get a mouse so we can get our coordinates. Okay. So this is going to have to be on tick because we're going to want to. The position of the mouse is changing all the time based on the players moving around the mouse. So oh, it's going to be tricky, isn't it? Because you need to move. Oh my god, we're just going to go with this. I don't know how it's going to. I don't know how it's going to turn out. Right. So we're going to have 4. There's basically 4. There's north, south. Let's just call it north, east, south, west. Up, down, left, right. So We need to basically say if the mouse position is less than so and so, then it's going to be complicated because technically, I really don't know how this is going to work. Well, let's just get the coordinates. Let's get that. So this is left and right. Let's think of X as left and right. So if that if the X is less than 0.25, less than 0.25, Now, obviously, when we build the map, we can set the position of the BP camera. I should have called it BP main camera, really. But it's fine. So we want to say, you know, whatever its position is. Okay. Right, if it's less than that, this is where it's going to come in handy. Right, I'm going to close the top down because this is basically just locking. What? 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 Oh. Can that only be done in here then? Interesting. So we can only call this function from within the top-down controller. Okay, I guess get location under cursor. Yeah, I can just do create a variable of that. No, I think the best thing to do is just to promote that to a variable and call this I'm just going to do that. Because I can't call that function. This specific function can only be called under the top-down controller. I can't call that function in here. Oh, that's going to be really annoying, isn't it? In here, but it is public. Still not showing up. It's fine. What was it on before? No, it's not private. Yes, yeah, that's what I've done here, dude. But it's a function. I can't drag that. I can't drag that off of the reference. This isn't something that gets plugged into. This is like a kind of separate function. If this was something like here, like that's its own standalone function, and I think somewhere in here, you see here, it's got mouse X, mouse Y. Oh no, sorry, those are my things I made. I'm not going to worry about it too much at the moment. We're getting the variable. That's what matters. What I just wanted to do though was I just wanted to do a quick print string. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have something under the UI settings for cursor speed. So this would be good to set this as a variable as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. So at the moment, we're printing the real world location of the camera. Right. So if we go less than that, we want the camera to go left. Fucking hell. The camera's rotated though. You can see here. So if it's going left, we actually need it to go we need it to kind of, oh my god, this is really, let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. The Z will be the same. So get that, and then I know this is going to make it go weird because we're in an orthographic view, and my camera, you can see the settings here where we're basically, it's very, very weird. Very weird. But technically, we should just be moving it left. Let's just do that. Let's just see. I'm interested to see what happens. This is new for me, guys, making an RTS. So I'm learning on the fly. and it is a little bit exciting, and we could see some funny things happen. So if the mouse is less, so if we've gone to the left hand side, we're gonna deduct, get that, and then minus one, maybe. Whoa! I knew it was going to do something crazy. Interesting that it's... Oh, I think I know what it's doing. Get location under the cursor. Oh, it is moving. Can you see that? It is moving, guys. Can you see that? You see that? But it's not moving in the correct way. Okay, so basically what I was doing there was the wrong thing, because in here we're getting the world location at the point the mouse is hovering over. So this will be handy for when we are controlling units and we're saying, I want you to go to here. So wherever the mouse is hovering and we click, that's where this function that's highlighted is going to come in handy. So let's just, we don't need that for that then. What is that called? Cursor world location. Okay. So let's just watch that again. If I just do -1, see it a little bit faster. Okay, so we're going the wrong way, so it's going in the bottom left. So if we do that as a so what's that? That's making it go. I mean, it's kind of right. Let's do a minus for the Y then, because at the moment, yeah, we need it to go. No, because it's moving it. The camera's actually moving in the wrong direction, so I think we actually need to do a plus. Let's add 1. There we go. Okay, add 1. And then let's see what happens with the Y. Oh! Dude! Yes! Out of curiosity, I want to see what happens if we do this. That makes me go up, okay. So what welcome to the stream, Wall. I thought you were with me earlier, dude. Did you take a break and come back? I'm working on an RTS. I want to make an RTS game. I was going to make a bullet hell game, but I couldn't be asked to do pixel art and stuff, so I thought I'd experiment with making an RTS. Real-time strategy. Right, there we go. So we've got the camera moving. That's really cool. Let's make that a bit faster. So basically what we can do is we can promote that to a variable, and then in the UI settings for user preferences we can say set cursor speed. Look at that. We've done it, guys. Okay, so now this is where it's gonna. RTS means real-time strategy. So think of computer games such as Age of Empires, Command and Conquer, StarCraft. What other RTSs do I play? I think those are the main ones I play. Okay, so I might just make that go a little bit faster, guys. Okay. Now what we want to do as well is we're going to want to say if the mouse wheel is down or up, it will increase the height of the camera. So I'm just going to quickly add that in, because at the moment I'm a little bit close for my liking. So what we're going to do is we're going to say keyboard event, oh, mouse wheel Interesting. So we can't, within the camera actor, we can't actually, okay, not a problem. Have we got a reference? I don't think we've got a reference in here, have we, for the camera? Let's just do that. Cast to BP camera. Oh, fuck it. Get actor of class. BP camera. And then what we're going to do is we're going to promote that to a variable and call this game camera ref. So basically on game start we're we're setting the camera as a reference there. So now what I should be able to do okay. Oh, mouse event. Mouse. That's pretty handy. Now this is weird, isn't it? Because my interpretation, looking at that, does that event mean if you physically... No, it can't. Middle mouse button. No, it would be mouse wheel up. Okay, so if the mouse wheel is... if mouse wheel is up, you'd zoom in. Mouse wheel down is to zoom out. So if mouse wheel down is pressed, so if I go down, we're doing that, so down zooms out. Game camera reference, get, no, you want to set, you want get the location. Get actor location, and then set actor location. So this is basically gonna zoom us in and out on the view, guys. Plus, if I did 10, that's a tasty number. Oh, that's weird. It's not actually... I think that's because I've got it in orthographic. Oh, maybe if we get the ortho width then. Maybe. Maybe it's the ortho width. Let's do that. So camera settings. I'm hoping this is gonna do what I think it will do. Theoretically, it should do. Hey! There we go! Lovely! Alright, let's make that 25. Look at that. Fantastic. Okay. That's pretty cool, isn't it, guys? Right, let's get the... Right, so we've got the mouse zooming in and out now. Page pull overflow detected. Increase the page pull limit or reduce resolution bias. Okay. Right, so we need to now mouse wheel down. Mouse wheel down zooms out. So mouse wheel up, zoom in, zoom out. Sorry, I've got OCD and I know this is probably really annoying for some people, but I have to have it on the grid. I can't help it. It's just how I'm wired. I can't help it. I just can't. Is anyone else like that? Do they have to have things lined up on the grid, or is it just me? Please tell me I'm not the only one. Okay. Right. Phew, okay. Right, so basically this if the mouse is going to the left, this makes it go left. But we want to have conditions, because technically there's up, down, left, right, and then you're going to have another 4 conditions where the mouse could be going top left, top right, bottom left. So there's technically 8 different potentials here. So at the moment we can move left like that, but if it's also oh, it's tricky, isn't it? This is very, very tricky. What's X or mean? Oh, there's a lot of options here. NAND. Because this is the tricky bit, because there's technically eight different directions we want the camera to move. We don't want it just to move up, down, left, right, because if the player is moving it in a diagonal direction, you want it to move in a diagonal direction. So I guess what we should do then. Jesus. Jesus Christ. There's 8 different statements. I'd create an infinite loop if I did something like that. No. That moves it left. But then if we're going up diagonal, I don't know what NAND does. So if if the mouse is going left, and also up, so I think what we should do is we should have the 4 different directional conditions, and then if that just fails, it goes through the other 4. I don't know if this is optimized, but it should work. Right, so we know that this we definitely know that this is the correct movement. I think to stop it getting too, if there's going to be a lot of cables going on here, so I think it would just be easier just to have this so it doesn't get too too cluttered. Oh, you numpty, I didn't plug it in. It's not moving. It's not moving in a diagonal direction. Hey, there we go. Now, the reason why I think that wasn't doing it, guys, remember, I'm in an orthographic camera mode, and also I've rotated the camera. So, it's all of the variables, all the data is kind of like, it's almost like doing an inverse controller. But you can see there it's going, can you see that? I'm going left and then up, it's working. So that is doing exactly what we want it to do. I'm enjoying this. It's quite fun. I'm going to use the coordinates northeast, southwest, northeast, northwest, north-south. North-south? North-south! You know what I mean? It's just easier. Moves camera northwest if true. So, as opposed to just saying top left. It's just easier using cartography. Yeah, so moves camera northwest if true. So this one, Okay. So we've got left and top left. Just check my sugars, guys. Bear with me. Hope you're enjoying the stream, guys. Okay, so that's 2 out of the 8. So now what we should do next is the other direction. So basically top left, left. So we want to have right and top right. And then we can do up, down, and then bottom left, bottom right. So it would basically be the opposite to what we've got here. Should be easy enough. Yeah, go for it. Do bear in mind, guys, this is my first time playing around making an RTS, so I know this might not be the most optimized route. Hold on, let me just read that. Right, the thing that's confusing about this binary is we've got an orthographic camera, right? So essentially, even though we're technically moving left, if this wasn't an orthographic camera and it was normal, this is technically already moving at a diagonal. Does that make sense? Like this is the actual going up, as in like along the normal axis, but just going directly left is actually going diagonal. This is why it's confusing. Do you follow? It's a bit. Are you okay if I just keep doing what's working at the moment for me? This can always be optimized further down the line. Into a log. Oh, what as in print string, print thingy. But we're currently in the blueprint for the camera. We're putting all this logic in to physically move the camera. So well, that's not even changing. Okay. Let me just whack in. We've got the left and top left functioning. No, that's absolutely fine, dude. Like I say, I've got it working. The camera is moving where it needs to move. I can get this all functional, and then, you know, further into development, this can always be revisited to see if it can be optimized, if there's a better way. Like, I'm sure if you went on YouTube, you know, you could probably find a tutorial of how to do this, but I don't want to follow tutorials. I want to discover it myself. I want to get it working myself, instead of having my hand guided, you know, or else you're not really learning. But once I've got this working, I can then compare and research and see what other people have done. So this is the fun of it, because this is my own work here. Like, it's fun. This is the whole, like, enjoyment of game dev, just learning things and then optimizing afterwards if needs be. Okay, so we've got top left. So what we're now going to do is we're going to bring this one down here. Actually, if we do, is that in line? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Right. Moves camera top left. So what we need to do now is copy that, paste that there. So we'll rename that to say top right. Okay, so basically it's going to be the opposite. So instead of a plus, that would be a minus. Can we change it? Isn't there like a replace? I know there's a replace option in Unity. So it's going to be greater than. Oh, hold on. This would be 0.75, wouldn't it? Because 0.5 is dead center. So it's greater than that and that. I guess let's see if that works. Oh. Interesting. Oh, that's weird. So that's actually moving me to hold on. This is so confusing because the orthographic and the way the camera's positioned, it's oh my god. Move left. So move top left is only doing that. Maybe we need to do it to the Y then instead. Let me try that. Okay, that's working, but oh my god, this is so inverted. Okay. If X is that, okay, I think this needs to be this. I think. Hey! Success! It's so inverted, dude. There we go. Right, we got it moving where we want it to go. Bloody hell. Can you see what I mean? Look, this is what the camera's seeing, and like you can see the camera. I like the angle it's at. If I hadn't have put in the these rotations, it would just look bird's eye view straight down and look shit. Whereas that's a really, really nice angle, that isometric type angle. So I really like it. It's really confusing trying to do this though, because obviously, as you can see, it's just so like crazy. Cray. Right, let's just tidy this up. Yeah, it's because the camera's not in its normal position, so it just means that we're having to tweak the variables in here. Right. Moves camera left if true. Okay, so we've got move top left, move top right, move left, move right. So now what we need to do is basically copy okay. So we're going to bring this down, copy and paste. And then we're going to put in here, moves camera right if true. So this is going to be 75. That goes in there, and that goes in there. Okay. Okay. So if the mouse is greater than that, we go right. So basically, these two should technically be inversed, because this makes the camera go left. So to make it go right, you do the opposite of those. So if I just unplug those. Moment of truth, my pedigree chums. Oh, look at that. Left, top left, right, top right. Hey! We have 4 directions. Fantastic. Progress, guys. So exciting. Okay, so we've only got to do this 4 more times. I'll let you pick binary. Shall we do wait, what have we got here? Top right, top left, right and left. So we need up, down, and then bottom left, bottom right. What one should we do next, mate? Should we do just straight up? Should we do straight up? Down. Okay, so that would be to do with the y-axis. Okay. Up works too. Okay, we let's get up done, because we've already technically got all of the. We've got left, right, top left, top right. So yeah, we'll get the top done. So this is gonna be, I think it would be less than 0.25 for the Y. So I'll copy this one and we'll paste it there, and then we're gonna get mouse Y. Get rid of that, put that there. If the mouse is less than 0.25, okay, hold on. Wait, what did I copy? So that moves it left. I think it would be plus plus. Plus plus. Plus plus. Plus plus. I think. Pretty sure it will. I'm pretty sure I'm right. Hey! That works really, really nicely, doesn't it? I've literally been playing Age of Empires 2 the past 3 days solid. So obviously the speed of it, the speed is, it's slow. We can always increase that speed, and like I say, I can make that as a variable, because at the moment you can see in here where we're adding +5. What we can do is we can make a variable on this camera and have it as camera speed, and then, you know, we could have a slider on the main menu or settings menu where players can define the speed of the cursor. So sorry, it's having a yawn. Okay, right. So how many have we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only need to do 3 more. Should we do down next? Should we get down done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. If we get down done, and then we've just got bottom left, bottom right. Right, so get it done, son. What the fudge happened there? Okay. Moves camera down if true. So this needs to be this one. If Y is greater, this would be minus 5. Oh my god, dude. -5. Hey! Oh, that's so cool. Interestingly, can you notice how it feels like it's moving quicker going left to right and up and down? Whereas the diagonal feels a lot slower. That's very strange, isn't it? I mean, one thing we could do to counter that is to multiply it. So why is that? Interesting. Right, so top left, top right. And then we've got right, left, up and down. So we need bottom left, bottom right. Okay. Right, let's move these down. Right, so basically, if we want to make it go bottom, hold on, top left. If we want it to go bottom right, what we would do is we would do the opposite of this. So, bottom right is going to be, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, I know what I'm talking about. So top left, opposite is diagonal. Top left, opposite that is bottom right. So copy that. Just bear with me. This is so confusing because it's inverted. So it needs to be greater than 75. Greater than 75. Moves camera, top left, so it's going to be bottom right. And the opposite of X would be Y. No, hold on. No, the opposite of plus is minus, so it should be -5 on the Y, I think. What, I think. Oh fuck. Oh, you bastard. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, it needs to be minus. Oh, dude. Thanks for the spam view. No, wait. Maybe it is on the X. Maybe it is on the X, guys. That's working. Top left, plus 5 on the X. It can't be both of those because that moves it in one direction. So that's going up on the X. It should be minus 5 on... Oh, now it's doing it. You bastard. Oh my god, dudes. What is going on? I'm sure I had that in there before. Moves bottom right. Moves camera bottom right. Hold on, now the top right's not working. Hold on, have I just fucked up one? Top left, right, up. Oh, fucked up the top right. Oh no! Oh no! Left, right, down, up, top left, bottom right. I've mucked up top right. Okay, left, right, up, down, top left, top right. I think in the process of trying to set that up, I fucked up another bit. It's all good. Jesus Christ. Okay. Right, so right, left, up, down. Top left, top right, bottom right. We need just bottom left now. Okay. So bottom left is going to be the opposite of top right. So confusing. Right, so this is going to be the opposite. Oh fuck! Right, let me just get my bearings here. So less than 25, great. Yeah, okay, that looks correct. And then so top left, bottom right. So that would basically be a -5. I believe. Hey! Look at that, guys. Oh, sorry, that's YouTube advert. There you have it, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've got the 8 different positions of the camera. So we've got up, right, down, left, top right, bottom left, and then we can zoom out. I'm very happy with that. What's that? Nearly 3 hours of work. So that's kind of like, it does feel like the camera moves a bit slower when we go in a diagonal. Do you agree? Or is it just me? It feels faster left to right than it does top left, top right. I think on that basis, I think what I might do is just tweak the diagonals, and we know the diagonals are the top 4. So, and what we would do, guys, is we would set this variable. We would make this, we'd promote this to a variable, this right here, so that we allow users to manually adjust the scroll speed if it's too fast or too slow for them. But for the ones where it's going diagonal, we need to increase that. So I feel it would need to be like 1.5 times that. So if we get +5. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm just going to do it now because I intend on making this a thing. Okay. So the cursor speed. Oh, that's much better. Look at that. That feels equal now, doesn't it? Look at that speed. That looks the exact same speed now. Would you agree? Awesome. Okay. Oh, this page pull overflows. CR shade of virtual or reduce resolution bias. Okay, something we need to look into there. Okay. Right. Okay, so what we've done, guys, I'm going to call the stream now because it's gone 4 o'clock in the morning in the UK. What have we done this stream? We have set up the project. We've got the mouse. We removed the mouse from the this character. Sorry, not the mouse, the camera. We removed the camera attachment on the mannequin. And we've put in we've created a blueprint, a gameplay camera blueprint. And missing shadow. So yeah, we've got a camera set up, so we're not locked on that character. We can move around, we can zoom in, we can zoom out. I can't believe it's taken that long to set that up, but I'm happy with that as a starting point. So I guess what we could do in the next stream is we need to look at somehow selecting, like dragging and dropping, and like selecting a unit. Or, because at the moment, wherever I click, this unit is always selected. So we need to look into controlling a pawn. So if I was to like left click off, because in most strategy games, you either single click on a troop, or you drag a rectangle and it will select all of your units. So basically, we need to basically say if we're controlling, if a unit is selected, we need to show that to the player, probably with like an outline or something. And if the unit is outlined, then we right mouse click to get him to move, or we left click anywhere to deselect the unit. So yeah, we'll have a pop at that in the next stream. I think that would be the next thing to do, because if I had multiple of these in the game, all of them would be following my mouse, and we don't want that. We need to unpossess the pawn, basically. So yeah, I'm just going to stop waffling on. Sorry guys. If you enjoyed that stream, feel free to give us a follow on Twitch. Go check out my YouTube below if you want to see any previous game dev streams. I've got stuff for Unity, Blender and Unreal. Thanks for watching guys. Stay safe and I will see you in the next stream. Ciao ciao for now.